Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. My name is Nazreen and I have Ame, the main host of the show. So today we have a special guest who is a founder of an oral care brand.
Ooh.
Who have hit over $1 million in revenue in just 9 months. And he's also a founder of Get Customers. Let's welcome Lenney Leong.
Hey guys,
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, happy to be here today.
How are you, Lenney?
It's good. It's a good day. It's a bit rainy today, but I'm very excited to share what I have in mind.
It's a comfortable day.
A comfortable day. Happy to share what I have in mind with the audience about Get Customers and SmileFam.
Right.
The first time, because the first time I met you, I believe was during Imran Ali's class.
Yes.
Boot camp back then.
Yes.
And then you were sharing about your story and everything. The second time I spoke to you, you were running this company called Unorthodox Marketing.
Correct.
Was that your past business?
It was under Get Customers. I think
Okay.
Unorthodox is kind of like an experiment that I did with my Get Customers. I think along the way, I experiment with different marketing methodologies.
Okay.
Yes, and I managed to come up with that framework at that point of time.
I see. Okay. We'll talk more about that. But then when I joined BNI, and then when I was looking at your profile, and then I realized that your company name is Get Customers Private Limited.
Correct.
That's interesting. Is that intentional?
Yeah, so I actually went for a conference back in 2020 in USA, and I saw this guy by the name of Dan Hendry.
Okay.
And his company name was called Get Clients.
Oh, okay.
Then I was like, that's a pretty damn cool name, right?
Yeah.
Get Clients, right? Like, what does it mean? Did they really get clients? So I thought in Singapore, is there anyone that did the same, like get clients? And I didn't want to copy 100%. In terms of that, I did a reference. So I came back, I got some ideas like, why not we call our company Get Customers?
Get Customers.
So what do you do? I get customers. Lenney, what do you do? I get customers. Literally. So you can't get wrong with that.
Nice.
It's easier to understand. Sometimes people don't understand what client means because they don't do client work.
That's true.
Yeah. So when I explain to small business in Singapore, what do you do? I get customers.
Simple.
Simple. Get straight to the point.
Are you the only founder or do you have co-founders with you when you started this business?
So when I first started this business, I'm the only founder. And one day after Imran Ali bootcamp, right, I have one participant, a friend, right, who came up to me and asked me, hey, Lenney, can I do internship with you? Then I'm like, internship? But this guy, he's 40 years old.
Okay.
But he asked me for internship.
Interesting, yeah.
At first, I say, no need. He wanted to pay me at first. But at first, I say, don't have to pay me. Let me just help you for free. Yeah.
Okay.
But then he say, he was very surprised that, hey, why you want to charge me for free?
Yeah.
Then he say, wow, I want to work for you as intern. Then I was like, what do you do? Why do you want to be here? And then I just said, okay. He came to my office. Back then, it was at Tanglin Shopping Center. And then he just worked with me then and there.
Nice. And so how old is Get Customers right now?
Get Customers was, now I started in 2018.
Okay.
So
7 years already.
It's close to 7 years already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that was out of NS and I just start all the way until now.
Okay. We haven't asked you about your background. Like, what were you actually studying back then? Did you study marketing? Did you study business when you were in school?
No, I actually study filmmaking.
Oh,
in the
okay.
past.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I wanted to be a filmmaker, a full-time filmmaker. And I was actually working as a camera assistant in different sets. And one of it was actually a Netflix commercial in Singapore.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, but I was only a camera assistant back then, helping out the on-set.
Okay.
Yep.
Which school was this?
It was actually in Temasek Poly.
Okay.
So the course name was called Digital Film and Television.
Is it new course?
It's kind of... I would say it's an old course, but they rebrand and change the name
Okay.
to this. And it's actually in a design school. Yeah.
Oh, really?
In design school, yeah.
Which school? Which year was this?
I studied back in 2017 and I graduated in 2019. So it was about 3 years that I studied there.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love filmmaking so much back then. So I was like crazy about cameras, crazy about the stuff. Then I was geek about the whole thing. And but subsequently, I came to a point I need to decide between being a filmmaker or pursuing marketing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, what was that pivotal moment? Was it during NS? Was it just after you graduate that you decide like you don't want to stay in the industry anymore?
I think during my time in poly, I was freelancing on and off, doing photography, doing videography, and it was not bad. I was like charging like $100 per hour as a student.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Good money,
student, I was
yeah.
charging $100 per hour. Last
Yeah.
time is like, work part time is like $8,
Yes.
$9 per hour.
I was working for $3 per hour.
$3. What job was that?
McDonald's back then.
Oh,
mine was
okay.
$5.
$3.30.
Oh, now I think up already.
Yeah,
The
now I
price.
heard it's $12.
Yeah. There's
Not
a lot of
bad.
difference. So I was
But as compared to $100,
$100. So I was carrying my camera equipment. I was really happy. But the issue was that I had to invest in a lot of camera equipment.
okay.
So whatever I make, I buy back into the camera equipment. Lens, all this, and it became more and more expensive, like a hobby. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I realized at that point, perhaps it's like after poly, just before I enter NS.
Okay.
That was when I realized and asked myself, what do I really want to do in my life? Because I went on set, I volunteered to work for free. I looked for mentors in the industry, in the filmmaking industry, and I asked a very seasoned director of photography, they call it.
Okay.
I asked, can I work for you for free? Then he was quite shocked. Why would you do that? Work for free? Then I was like, just let me work for free. So I went on the set for from noon all the way until the next morning. And they were in the industry, right? They were powered by a few things.
Okay.
Coffee, Red Bull, or like, different caffeine to get you through the night.
Yeah.
Wallah.
Then when I was, 7 a.m., I look at the camera, I look at the van, I look at the setup, I was like, wow, so tired. Yeah, I just want to go home, man. Yeah, and I work for free. I mean, I no complaints because I want to learn,
You
right?
asked for it also,
Yeah, I asked for it also. Then I was at a crosspath like, okay, maybe this is not my thing. I think I should do something that has, is more proper. Yeah, because, it's unhealthy.
Yeah, of
going
course,
through
of
all
course,
this,
yeah.
going through, burning through
Not sleeping and everything.
not sleeping,
Yeah.
and this will be the rest of my life.
Yeah,
and
that's
I asked
true.
myself, is this the life that I want? And I realized it's not the life that
And
I
that
want.
is just one night of working for free. Yeah.
Yeah, just one night.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually, when you look at a movie production set, right, even now today, it's actually like months
yeah,
of like shoot and then months of editing, post production.
Yep.
Yeah, so I tell myself that is not the life that I want to pursue, and I decide to do something else. And that's when I open up my Facebook and I message as many mentors that I can find.
Okay.
So I messaged different mentors in the industry, and something funny came out actually.
Okay.
There was one, I don't want to name names, and he said that, please don't message me now, I'm at a funeral.
Okay.
And me being young, I went back on to message him again. I said, can you give me a chance? He said something along the line of which part you don't understand.
At the same time.
After a few days lah.
Okay.
Like you
Okay.
don't disturb for a while. Then after that you disturb again. Then
Okay.
you ask. Then
Okay.
yeah. So but I didn't give up.
Yeah.
So then I messaged different people, and then I messaged Imran. Yeah, Imran Ali, and he was the only guy that said yes
Okay.
and
Wow.
say like, why not you come to my office? And why not you come to my place? That was back in 2016 to 2017. If I'm not wrong, it's 2017. So I went to his place, and he actually didn't charge me a single cent. And that time, that boot camp, it was like over $1,000 or so, at least lah, that he charged. And I got in to see him for free as a student, but in exchange, I have to help him some stuff lah.
Okay.
Yeah, which I don't mind lah. Then I learned from him, but I didn't take any action. So I mean, it's kind of disappointing to anyone lah, because
Yeah.
like you say you want to go there, learn something, and you didn't take any action. But as a student, it was hard.
Yes.
Because like what do I know how to do, things like that. I'm not sure how to do things, right? But from there we stopped for a while, and I decided to go back again later.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Before we go on, right? I want to know, how do you define a mentor that you were actually spamming the mails and everything?
Oh, how do I define a mentor? I think a mentor is someone that I see as successful in the industry.
Okay.
Successful in the sense that they are well to do in terms of finance. They have they look successful at least. Yeah. So they have quite a number of followers. They know what they're doing. They are expert craftsmen in their own trade. Yeah. So I message like different people.
I see. And before the podcast recording, you mentioned Adam Khoo. So
Yeah, correct.
like if let's say Adam Khoo were to reply to you and say, yes, you can work for free for whatever it is, right? What aspect or what do you think you can actually learn or get out of from him? Because at least for Imran Ali, it's quite technical, no? It's like marketing. But what about Adam Khoo? Because he does so many things.
I can't remember if I specifically DM Adam Khoo. Now that I asked, maybe not. Maybe I did not DM him.
Okay.
But I did DM similar experts in the industry.
Okay.
I think my philosophy at that point of time is, as a young person, I think it's like a sponge. So to learn as much information as possible. To just go and absorb, whether is it finance, whether is it training, whether is it speaking, I'm open to learn anything. Yeah, because I just wanted to learn a skill set that I can monetize.
Right.
Back then, that I can be an expert in. Yeah, back then I only know how to like shoot videos. Yeah, so that's like I realized that it's not something that I'm talented at, because if I want to be good at it in the industry, I have to be like the top 1%. Yeah. Otherwise, I can't stand out.
Okay. I'm curious also. How to be top 1% for videography on a set?
I would say that first is you must be born with talent.
Okay.
Yeah. That means I think to a certain extent in arts, you have to be born with a certain talent. That means that you know a certain angle or shot you can shoot at.
Creative.
They are creative. Then you can take a photo in this angle in this way. Yeah, like for example, I'm not great in arts. One example is that I was in design school, right? And they have this course called Design Fundamentals. Yeah, that was like shit. Cause like, I wasn't expecting to be in a design school. I was expecting to be in a video course.
Yeah,
that was like, oh my god, there. But then they asked me to start drawing. I can't draw. Number one. So like the second thing is, okay, now make a clay a sculpture, alright? And guess what I did? I did a clay monster. So I make a one-eye Illuminati monster because I was into Illuminati back then. I was like, hey, this is cool stuff, right? And the teacher was like, she flipped. She was like,
she failed you.
Almost. So I got C minus. Yeah.
Okay,
so I still passed. So I didn't fail. So that wasn't too bad. But then that was kind of like a kind of a metric to know that, I'm not really, am I really cut out for the art scene? Because a lot of directors that we have in Singapore, those that are really talented ones, they know what they want. They know what they want to shoot, and they can be good at certain angle, certain stories, but I don't have that.
Okay.
And I'm very thankful that I realized that in the early stage of my life. Because if I were to continue to pursue that, then I'm fishing in the wrong pond.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing and one quote that I really learned is that it's not just about your ability. It's about what pond you fish at.
Nice.
Yeah, correct. If you use the wrong fishing rod or the wrong bait, you fish at the wrong pond, then forever you'll be stuck there.
That's true. That's true. I'm curious on how your parents feel when you decide to pivot from what you were studying into marketing as a whole.
I think my parents, I'm very grateful and thankful that they are very supportive. My dad is a taxi driver.
Okay.
My mom works at a restaurant. They are still both working as that now because they enjoy, I would say that they are okay with doing what they do, right, with their job. My dad and mom, they just tell me that just be a good person and just work and enjoy what you do and be able to survive. That's all. Yeah.
Simple.
Simple. So in a sense, I'm very happy they are not very demanding that, I need to go to a school to get a degree. I need to do this. I need to do that. So I'm able to really pursue what I want to do in my life, which is this, right? And the path that I set on. But I have to say to the audience that's watching this, right, is that it is a risky path. Yeah. So for me, I didn't went on to take a degree. Doesn't mean that everyone shouldn't go out there to take a degree because it's not a path for everyone.
Correct.
Yeah, I took a lot of there were a lot of challenges that I have to overcome to get to like today.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think from what you share, it's also it's the minimalist mindset that your parents actually have, lah. Is this something that you apply to your business nowadays?
Yes. So one of the things to keep things minimal is that to keep things lean, right?
Yeah.
How I apply to my business is SmileFam. I think
Okay.
in 9 months we have hit more than 1 million, and we will operate with no employees.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is one thing that I live by, which is how can I keep it as lean as possible. Yeah. That is one philosophy that we live by, even for our agency and for our own like our care business. Yeah. Because with the extra money that we have, now we are able to put back into our business as marketing resources, things like this.
It's interesting you say that because when I first decided to open the podcast, right, at that point of time, I do have a bit of my investment that I've already mentioned. I think I shared with you this also. But I told myself I want to start a business at $0 if possible. And then when we started the business, we were using Nazrin's office. We were using our iPads that we already have. The only investment that we make is the first 3 mics that we got. Yeah, and that was like barely about $300.
Yep.
Yeah, so not really zero, but at least it's like we keep that cost minimal because in the past when I started 2 failed businesses in the past, I put out a lot of money before the first money actually comes in. Yeah, so I think like having that minimalist mindset from young, and I think you actually get it from your parents, is really a blessing for you.
Yeah, that's indeed a blessing for me. It's like being able to operate on a very lean budget. Yeah, even for my agency, everything I keep it lean. Like for example, now I am proud to say that we actually work remotely, or at times like we just work from co-working space because it's a trend right now, right?
Yeah.
And guess my rental, how much I pay every month?
$300.
$250.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
is it like Jasco?
just cool, correct. $250. Yeah, I used to have office in Tanglin Shopping Center. I used to have office in Clarke Quay. So I was renting like the whole premise and things like that. But I realized that I don't need that. So I actually reduce and cut down. Yeah, so I always kind of like having a gauge, right? Like what is needed and what is not needed. Yeah, but of course, at a certain scale, let's say we have a lot of employees, then yes, that is when we need like a full premise to get everyone inside. Yeah, so I think a balance is needed, especially in today's more challenging business environment.
Yeah, you need to share with me how you get $250.
Oh,
Because
Sure.
I used Jasco before back then when I was doing my Web3 business, right?
Yes.
And I remember until now I was paying $349 per month. Yeah, $350 per month.
Yeah.
So how you get $250?
I think after GST it's about 288 lah. Yeah, so
Still
yeah.
lesser than
Yeah, still lesser, right? I think they give me like a 12-month contract.
Okay.
And I just signed with
Which
them.
I also got at
Yeah,
that
because
point of
I
time.
feel that it's no-brainer. It's like I have a place that I can meet my client in town. So I say that I can just anytime I can do, even if I have a new office in like somewhere, like different part of Singapore, I still can bring my clients and meet them in town.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a hot desk?
Hot desking.
Hot desking. Hot desking. Yeah,
you
but
can use the meeting room anytime, right?
yes,
Yeah.
but one of my partner actually managed to close like over 10K worth of sales using just go.
Yeah.
So it's not
Of course, of
possible.
course.
In the past, maybe not because
Yeah.
people may have that stigma.
Correct.
It's that, hey, you are just operating out of this co-working space. But I think COVID changed the
Yes,
equation.
correct.
Because now it's normalized.
Yep.
When you look at like corporate MNCs, they actually encourage their employees to use hot desking system to work from there.
Yeah.
So they can save costs also.
Okay. Can you share with us some of the challenges that you actually face for a startup with get customers?
I didn't get customers when I first started. I started from at that time my bank account was less than 20K lah when I first started. And the challenge first was getting the product market validation. That means people actually buy the concept that I sell. I think that's number one. Number two is actually a personal development struggle. Struggle. Why I say that is because back then when you first started out as an entrepreneur, the cliche thing is, do you have friends that actually understand what you are going through? Correct. So back then when I first came out of national service army, right, I didn't have a lot of friends that understand what I was doing. So a lot of times I was in the office alone, working alone, trying to close sales.
Yeah.
After I close sales, then I have to do the fulfillment for my clients. So a lot of things I was doing alone. Back then I don't team. So from closing sale, delivery, accounts, everything you do because you can earn money. So
Yes,
like why
of
not?
course,
You
of
have to
course,
do it. But then you get the mental toll is different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then at a point of time, I was a bit like down, a bit like depressed. Like, oh wow, why am I working so hard? for? That why am I doing all this? Yeah, so that was a challenging period of time for me, but I managed to overcome that later on. Yeah, because I think it's part of growing up.
Would you say that thought keeps on like replaying in your head all the time while you are working alone?
At that point, yes.
Or is it like once in a while, then you'll have that thought?
I wouldn't say all the time. I would say it happens time to time.
Okay.
When I was working alone back then.
Yeah.
Because it was just me, right? Trying to work, trying to do close sale, things like that. So I keep everything to myself because I must appear tough. I shouldn't reveal weakness. I think that's
masculine.
I think it's a guy thing.
Yeah.
Do you experience burnout?
At that point of time, I think you do a lot, right?
Very frequent. So I experience burnout every 2 to 3 months.
Whoa.
Yeah, every 2 to 3 months I experience burnout. Yeah.
Like,
because
how?
Because the thing is that if you could close more sales, why not, right?
Yeah.
As a young person, just go all the way, close. But then at the same time, I also need to fulfill. So I share with you my experience is that I can work all the way morning from 9 a.m. all the way to 1 a.m. Then you just repeat this for the next 6 days of the week. Only one day maybe rest, but during the rest day also work. Yeah, so I can proudly say that I've grind and worked really hard in the initial stage of my career. Yeah, for myself.
Have there ever been times where you burn out because you were grinding and then you burn out, and because of that you couldn't fulfill the deliverables that your client was asking for you?
Yes, that happened.
Share with us.
Yeah, so what happened was that I wasn't able to deliver because I was late in terms of delivering the end product. So it's like, let's say I promised like within 1 or 2 weeks I will fulfill. So I think maybe like 2.5 weeks to fulfill back then.
Okay.
But the good thing is that I managed to fix that. Yeah, so all the backlogs is like I managed to clear. And right now I'm very thankful because I learned from my past mistake. Then that's why now I have a team. So like all the stuff that we have within 1 week we clear. Yeah, so there's no delay. Within 1 week, okay, project clear, done. Okay, move on. Project clear, move on. Yeah, and of course now I'm very thankful also because I have like a set of like stable clients, recurring clients. So I don't have to look out for new sales, but I always tell myself, don't be lazy. So I always go and look out for new sales for the company and myself.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because of the lesson that you learned, you start to expand your team.
Yes.
Can you share with us more about that? Because just now in the morning, me and Nazreen was having this discussion, and then one of the struggles Nazreen have is also expanding the team and how he can automate or perhaps make the business autopilot.
So I think there are some things in business can be automated, but some things cannot. For example, what are the things that cannot be automated is a relationship.
Yeah.
So like if let's say something like account manager, it's hard to automate that because the interaction with the client is important.
Yeah.
So from because of that, then that's why I hire an account manager to help me to manage the clients that I have, to make sure that they understand what is the project status, things like this. Whereas for AI, perhaps things can be automated. It's like project manager, maybe even an AI caller. These are the things that can be automated with AI software and system. But I think AI is going to be more and more advanced. So there are more things that we can automate. So it's evolving as we speak right now.
Right. How many AMs do you have?
So what's AMs?
Account manager.
Account manager, we have 2 right now. 2. So I have 2 full-time account manager helping me to manage the accounts.
Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also try to keep it lean. So we have to work smart, not work hard.
I'm curious. Your account managers local or?
No, they are not local.
They are remote workers?
They are remote.
Okay. The reason why I asked this is because recently I met someone from Indonesia and he told me that the capacity of his team in Indonesia is very different from Singapore.
Yes.
Because in Singapore, one account manager can be handling 10 accounts. But then over there, maximum is like 2 accounts. Is this the kind of issues that you face when you hire remotely?
No, because for me personally, my belief is that there are talents everywhere in the world. All right. It doesn't mean that, in Singapore, there's someone only can manage like, one account manager can manage like 10 accounts. I believe someone is equally talented in like Malaysia, in Indonesia, that can manage the same amount of talents. I'm going to get like, what's that called? Flame for this. But I mean, we have no choice, right? In Singapore, we have to continuously up our skill set so that we can be better.
Better than those people who...
because outside of Singapore, there are so many talented people that we can find also. Yeah, so we got to continuously be better, learn new skill sets, learn about AI, learn about things that people have not covered yet, so that we can command the price and get the projects that we want.
Yeah. I mean, hence the reason why I think, like what you mentioned, one of the way to make sure we are better is to be able to handle more accounts, right?
Yes.
As compared to someone who is maybe earning a fraction of what we earn in Singapore.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Because otherwise, if we talk about account manager in terms of how they can look to be like earlier you mentioned top 1%, it's also a questionable thing, right? Because it is limited by how well the company is doing, and also it's limited by how much clients or how much accounts that you are actually getting. Yeah. Okay. That's to me a lot of takeaways that people can actually get from there. In terms of running Get Customers for 7 years now.
Yes.
7 years, right? What do you think is the main difference between back then and now? Like, how do you think you have evolved over the years?
I think in the past we were really fighting like what we were good at, and now we know what we are good at. So that's the biggest difference. And I think what we are good at is really on helping people scale through performance scaling. So basically it's like we work with a lot of clients that are doing well already. They have a base. We are there to really help them to scale to the next level.
Rocket.
Yeah, rocket lah. I think that's a good way to put it. For example, if they are spending $10,000 in budget, they come to me and say that, hey, Lenney, I want to double this up the budget. How do I do that? I think like for us, we are the best people to come in. Because we look at it and we say that, hey, you need to optimize this. What are the videos, creatives you should use? So I'm kind of like a strategist.
Okay.
Yeah, people see me as like a strategist.
Okay.
Yeah, I come in there, I help them to plan how they can do it and help them to hit the revenue targets that they want.
Okay. So that is your main USP.
Yeah, that's my main USP. I think it's lacking in the market because a lot of agencies out there, they are doing what I call a fixed fee retainer charge. For example...
But at the same time, the reason why people or perhaps your competitors are doing that way, it's purely because like for you to get that person who's willing to pay for what you are thinking for them in terms of strategy, planning for them how to scale their business and everything, that requires a certain skill set that you need to charge. And the thing is, a lot of customers are not able to afford that kind of fees. But what about the people who don't have that strong foundation, but they need that strategy? It's very difficult for them to get, or perhaps to pay a premium for someone who can strategize for them, or perhaps pay a consultant to help them in terms of marketing their business. And this is where all your competitors are actually trying to fill that void, because if not, these people also cannot get to that level, right?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. What I do is actually I give free advice for those who are at a discovery stage. So let's say they are within the 100K, 200K per year business. What I do is I will say that, look, this is what you need to do. So when you hit that stage above like 300K a year, that's when you look for me.
Okay.
And I'll help you to scale your business. But meanwhile, I'll give you free advice. Okay. So I will share with you what you need to do, which agency or vendor you can find. So I actually recommend to my competitors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And I mean, to you, like, do you feel sometimes you are being taken advantage of by people who are just like talking to you just to get that free advice?
Yes, I do feel that way.
And how do you overcome that?
So a lot of times I give away contacts abundantly, right? It's like who I work with, what is my contact, my designers, my influencers. I give everything like an open book. Yeah, because I believe that we should help one another. But the issue comes is that people just take it and they use it for themselves and they no credit. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is mine. Or they just look at what I do. For example, what kind of influencers I use, and just copy and paste. Never message, no. I don't expect a thank you.
Yeah.
But I feel it's only a good what's it called?
Gesture,
yes. Good gesture to at least inform that I will be doing this.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I feel.
Okay, but that being said, do you, or perhaps have you ever thought of saying thank you to the person that that founder of a Get Clients company?
Oh, yes, of course.
You ever done that? You ever say thank you to?
I didn't say thank you to him, but I did take a video with him.
Oh,
Back
nice.
in 2020.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so I did take a video with him to ask him like questions and things like this. Yes, but I think it's good that I have. Yeah, I should probably do that next time.
Yeah.
I should. Dan Hendry, I think he's a great guy. Yeah, so if Dan Hendry is watching this, thank you, Dan Hendry. So I guess that is a form of acknowledgement now.
Of course,
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, another thing is, I mean, for me also, sometimes I do share with my friends who are just starting out and everything, right? I feel that sometimes whatever I share abundantly, I feel like they don't actually take action. And then I question like, why am I putting in these hours or this number of this amount of time to share with you all this knowledge when you are not acting on it? Like, have you ever felt that way? And how do you like?
For me, it's not really about, for those that don't take action, I don't blame them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have close loved ones, things like that. I've learned to a point that I will share because I want to share. And I don't expect anything out of it.
In return.
In return. Yeah, because if I have the expectation that I share with you, you must do something and I must get something back in return, then I will always feel disappointed.
True.
So nowadays I go with a mindset is that if I decide to share with you this information and you don't take action on it, then it's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah, correct. But then what I feel is that people who ask me for advice and stuff, after they take action, they get results, things like that. If they never like inform what's the outcome, then I feel a bit like, how come there's no updates or things like that, never even share. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes lah. Yeah, but nowadays I also go in with an expectation.
Okay.
Is that if I share something, my context, I shouldn't expect anything out. Yeah, correct. I should share because I want to share of my own. Yeah, it's not because I want something out of it.
Willingly lah.
Willingly, yes, correct.
Okay. Where do you get this mindset from? Like, is this because in the past when you started out, people share a lot with you? That's the reason why now you want to share back. Where do you get this inspiration from?
I think that's one also because when I start out in different things like marketing, investing, I look for mentors that were willing to share with me the information and knowledge, and I learned a lot from them. So when people come to me, I don't mind to share with them. Yeah, that's where I start.
Okay. What if today somebody were to come to you and say, Lenney, can you be my mentor? How would you?
I think I have to look at my calendar first. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing: is that my calendar is packed all the way. It's like
Every
all
day.
the way until October.
Wow.
It's all the way packed. Yeah. So I do. But I do feel a bit bad sometimes because I need to allocate the time for my family. But I always do that. And I always make sure that I allocate enough time for my loved ones because that is my number one priority, right? And if somebody were to ask me for mentorship, first is I have to evaluate the person first. I have to see what is what's their character like, whether they are really hungry to learn, things like this. But I will still help them. I give you an example, a story, right? So there was this NS guy, right? He was like, he haven't ORD yet back then. He was about 20 years old. He studied in like JC, if not wrong. So he DM'd me on LinkedIn.
Okay.
He asked me whether I can have a cup of coffee with me.
Yeah.
So usually people will reject lah because like, why would you waste your time
Suddenly
just a cup of coffee? But I just say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I bought him the coffee also, if I recall. Then it was at Center Point Tiong Bahru Coffee.
Okay.
So I buy a coffee, then I share with him the advice on how he can get started in the industry.
Okay.
Then I never ask anything back in return because I just purely want to help him and the next gen. Hopefully they can come out and do something. Yeah.
So that means he asks you for coffee and
Yeah.
you treat him. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, because to me the mindset is just give.
Of course.
Yeah, and he was studying back then. I just tell him continue to study.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pursue your degree, continue to study. It's okay to do that. Yeah,
Okay.
correct. Because for me and some of my partners or friends who drop out, we may not have a choice. It's like we just want to go full out in business.
Yeah.
But this path is not for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. I agree.
Okay, I think there's a lot to uncover, especially when it comes to the other business.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's wrap up part 1 and then we'll see you on the next one.
Yes.
Take care and bye-bye.